Tensions between India and Pakistan, two neighboring countries with a long history of hostility, have escalated further. This crisis began about a week ago, when some terrorists attacked a group of tourists in the Indian region of Kashmir. Now, India blames Pakistan for this attack and has been pressuring Islamabad to take action. But Pakistan has been non-committal so far, and things took a dramatic turn late on Tuesday night. A top Pakistani official claimed that India could launch a military strike against Pakistan in the next 2 days. And that's what we're going to discuss tonight, starting with what happened last night. Pakistan's information minister made these claims late at night. He said that Pakistan has credible intelligence that India intends to carry out military action against targets in Pakistan in the next 24 to 36 hours. Its exact words, Pakistan has credible intelligence that India intends carrying out military action against Pakistan in the next 24 to 36 hours. Now, this claim came as both the United States and China urged restraint. The U.S. State Department said it is deeply concerned about the recent tensions and called for restraint. China, too, expressed similar sentiments. Beijing said it noted the relevant reports and urged relevant parties to remain calm, exercise restraint, and avoid any action that may escalate tensions. So why did Pakistan's information minister make these claims? Because there's been a lot of speculation in Indian media. There were reports that India is planning airstrikes on this militant training camp. So the Pakistani minister preempted the Indian response and asked the international community to hold India accountable if anything happens. Basically, Pakistan wants the world to keep a close eye on India's actions. And Pakistan is not alone in wanting to keep an eye on India. The United States has also asked India to avoid any action that could escalate tensions. Washington says it is deeply concerned about the recent tensions and called for restraint. In fact, let me quote from what the U.S. State Department spokesperson Ned Price said. "We urge all parties to exercise restraint and avoid any unilateral or violent actions that could escalate tensions and have repercussions across the region and beyond." So the U.S. position is very clear. They don't want war to break out between India and Pakistan. At the same time, they haven't said anything condemning Pakistan. That's because America sees Pakistan as a potential ally in Afghanistan. They want to use Pakistan's spy agency, the ISI, to counter the Taliban. So Washington cannot afford to antagonize Islamabad. As for China, it has traditionally supported Pakistan on Kashmir. Beijing sees the so-called iron brotherly relationship with Islamabad as an opportunity to counter India's growing influence in the region. So expect China to back Pakistan on this issue. Having said that, it is important to remember that India has never initiated a war with Pakistan. Yes, there have been border incursions, there have been infiltrations, but India has never started a war. If you look at history, all the wars were initiated by Pakistan. In 1947, when India got independence, there was a war. In 1965, there was another war. In 1999, there was the Kargil War. Want all of these conflicts, Pakistan initiated the hostilities. I know this is not a very popular opinion, but India should not feel compelled to respond. Yes, there is political pressure on Modi. He was heavily criticized for not responding to the Pulwama attack in 2019. But this time around, there is no need for such strikes. India has mounted pressure on Pakistan. The world is watching. All of this drama is playing out in the open. So any miscalculation could have serious consequences. We live in the era of nuclear deterrence. India and Pakistan both possess nuclear weapons, so war is not an option. India needs to maintain its tough stance on Pakistan. Yes, there will be public outrage and political pressure to respond, but New Delhi must resist the temptation. There is no need to rush. India's position is already strong. The world is watching, so India has the advantage. The Indian government has put out a strong statement, appealed to the international community to hold Pakistan accountable and expose Pakistan's involvement in terrorist activities. Beyond this, there is little that India can do. Strikes may seem attractive, but they will only escalate tensions. And escalation means more attacks like Palwalam and Pargangan.